Hey everybody, Adam Tereska Videos. I'm on Galveston Island, Texas, and we're here at the Broadway Street Cemetery. We're going to check out a quick overview of some of the different headstones, the mausoleums, some of the beautiful artwork that's put into these headstones, and how time has ravished some spots of the cemetery. Some could have been done by vandalism. I hope not. The majority of it looks like it could be just from the weather from coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. In relationship to the Broadway Street Cemetery, where I'm at now, we're only approximately 8 or 9 blocks from the bay and from the Gulf of Mexico. So not more than 2 or 3 miles. So this cemetery has seen lots of storms over the years, and has, from what I've seen, early 1800s, possibly even late 1700s stones. Some are toppled over. Hopefully it's not because of vandalism. But we're going to check them out and see what we come up with. Let's start off with this oldie but a goodie. September of 1883. The upper part is too well worn for me to be able to get a good reading of the date. But that gives you an idea of some of the stones that are here. We have barely readable 1845 to 1920, it looks like 1920. And those I just can't read because they're just too far worn. It's an interesting style of cemetery. As you look at this tomb here, this vault lid, it looks like, is not even the normal 6 feet deep that you would think. It looks like it's right here at the surface. That's something I've never seen before in a cemetery. I thought that was very unusual, very unique. Here's some more examples of that. We got dates here. We got 1855 to 1927. The other one was 1862 to 1940. Spanish-American War veteran, Walter Younger. Looks like 1938, it looks like, is when the passing for this one. Some of the stones they have here, I guess, are for the entire family, not just for one person. Here's one here, Mary Eva May, looks like. Born 1876, died in 1885. Didn't even see her 9th birthday. And some of them, they look like brand new, yet they've been here for a long time, such as the Cheeseboro's 1951 passing for Clara. Edmund Reed was 1961. Both born in 1867, 1870. That looks like that stone had been replaced. And then you have this beautiful piece right here. I don't see a date on it, but nevertheless, it is a beautiful monument. So you can see you have a variety of what look like brand new to ancient style monuments. This well-worn one here Can't even read it. All I can see is it's Jace E and Lucy J. Swayze. Can't even read it. I guess those were the children. I guess they're all buried together. Immigrants from Germany, 1825. I'm not going to go on the grass to read them out of respect. I don't want to step over the graves. There's another child who passed away, 1877 to 1883. Didn't see his 6th birthday. Charles Minor Trueheart. See, more of the Trueheart family, some 1872 to 1961, 1874 to 1902, 1851 to 1896, 1837 to 1914. Apparently a lot of Truehearts that were in this family that are buried together. I don't know if you can notice carefully on this one here, but this one looks like it's starting to lean in, going back away from me. The Adrian's headstone has a lean to it. Hopefully maintenance will come in and start doing some repairs, get some lawn mowing, some weed whacking done, because the grass is kind of high out here. And you got this beautiful piece here for the Wild family. The Sweeney family back there with the cross on it. That's an older piece, 1800s. But this piece here, these monuments are absolutely beautiful, even in their weather-beaten and worn state. They maintain their elegance, they maintain their dignity, they maintain their beauty. Now, I don't know if this is by design. I don't know if this came apart from storms. It appears that this was by design. The way this one is appears broken up, but it could be a case of weather damaged. Headstone right next to it. It's fallen over. And again, some of them look like they've been replaced over the years, because this one looks like brand new, yet you have deaths of 1935 and 1957. And you can see how this one, how the top is worn down. Get your close up on the wear on the top of it from time. The most recent being 1963. 57 years will take its toll when you're here in Galveston Island. They really need to do some weed whacking. You got some markers here that are really starting to get overgrown. I'll bring you in on this second one over here. You can barely even see if there's one there. It actually blends in with the ground. That's very sad. You can see the age of this one here in the center and on the end. And this one here is from 1914, but still maintains a luster and a shine on it. Very impressive for how well things were made back in the time. This is absolutely incredible here. I don't know if they call this an underground mausoleum style vault system or something. I'm not sure how they refer to this. But basically they have the entire family right here in basically one vault. Most impressive indeed. This monument here is for a Daniel. I don't see a last name because I'm not on the right side of it, but 19 years old. It's been repaired. Hopefully it stays together. Another beautiful monument from the 1800s. It's amazing how you find the irony I should say, and how stuff that's over 100 years old, 150 years old, or even older, like this beautiful piece right here, can withstand the test of time. And with everything that we have for modern technology nowadays, you can't get something to last 5 years. It blows my mind. And especially here, as I said, we're only 8 or 9 blocks from the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane weather is imminent down here. It's a reality. And yet, these markers predominantly are in amazing condition for dealing with weather of that time frame. And then you see the newer stones, and you can tell they're replacements for older graves, and you can tell that some of them are newer graves, and yet they don't hold up for anything. It just absolutely blows my mind. I just can't grasp why that would be. Why we have to learn as a society to make things not last. Yes, I know it's about the almighty dollar, but nevertheless, certain things you really need to be allowed to maintain that integrity. Bring you over here quick. Here's one of the mausoleums, and you can tell just by the look of this thing how old it is. I believe they call that a Spanish style roof. I'm not sure if that's correct, but to my knowledge it is. The old style red brick. Just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful old building. I love the shuttered windows. That is so cool. And this is definitely an old one because you can see the deterioration. I haven't seen a date as to when this was actually made, but definitely feels like it was made to last a test of time. And yes, there's even a palm tree in the cemetery. Go figure, huh? Moving farther down, we're going to check out some more headstones as we go by. We're going to check out some other mausoleums. I'm going to check out a couple of these monuments here. As you can see by them, they are nothing short of impressive works. This one here, I think, with the most recent death from what I'm reading here is 1912 on this one. Over 100 years old, and that bad boy is still standing tall, looking beautiful as always ever. These are really nice. I love the classic look of these headstones. It's just unbelievable. 1847 to 1891 for J.D. Sawyer. (1816 to 1887) for this one. Beautiful. This one really catches my eye. Picard, I'm guessing this is, or Pictured. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm not, but this is absolutely incredible. This is absolutely beautiful. That's probably my favorite one in the entire group, and there are so many beautiful ones in here. It's just, I have to call that one my favorite. And the beauty of these monuments is just phenomenal. Let me back up a little bit so you can get a view of this one here. This is a very nice one in itself. The architecture, the artwork in creating this is just beyond words. It really is. And unfortunately, here's another case of a headstone that has fallen over. I'm going to say by the looks of it, I don't see damage to it per se, as if somebody smacked it or something like that, or kicked it, or used a hammer or anything like that. So I'm going to say it probably fell over just because of age. It would be wonderful if they can get people to come in here and repair these. I know it costs the families. Here's another one of the what looks like a vault lid. Again, I'm not sure why they're like that. I would think that going by the rest of them, you're able to do the normal 6-foot depth of burial, but for some reason they haven't. I'm trying to find out if these are actually a multitude of cemeteries in one 3-block span, or if this is one cemetery. And I don't know the answer to that. But we are going to continue on, and we're going to go through some more of the cemetery. Picked up a piece of the concrete work here on the side that lines up the edges here. This is interesting. More of the, I guess, ground level vaults, if you will, for lack of a better term. This one here, get out of the shadow, still has its eyelets in it to lift the lid for when this individual's time comes. Very intriguing. Now, you see the damage to the wall here. I can tell you what's going on here. And what happened there is that is simply a case of the tree knocked the wall over because of the tree growing up. This tree here breaking the wall. So we know where that damage came from. I don't like seeing damage in any way, shape, or form to begin with, but when it's done by nature, I can tolerate it. I'm okay with it. It's when vandals come in and destroy stuff because they have to be absolute scum to do things like that. That's what gets to me. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like this is all any damage that I'm seeing is all nature. So as much as I don't like it, I'm okay with it for that reason. Here's another interesting piece right here. It looks like a, I guess you could say like a mausoleum style vault. I'm going to bring you to this one right here. It's basically like a, you know, ground level mausoleum, I guess like a mausoleum. Very interesting, to say the least. I can't say I've ever seen anything like that. I've seen mausoleums before, but I haven't seen anything like this. This is a new one for me. And of course you see these older stones like this. World War I veteran, 1890 to 1956, for John F.E. Jacobs. Appears that this one is broken, from what I can tell. I don't know what happened to it. Very sad. I love the look of these old white stones like this. These are absolutely beautiful. Here's another mausoleum. It's got a interesting pattern on it. I'll bring you up to that. The Moore family. This has been here for a long time. This thing's definitely seen the war of the weather. Absolutely beautiful though. I love the pattern on the stone. We got flower pots on either side. Somebody has flowers inside of there. You can barely see in the crack, maybe. Just see the flowers right there. I won't make any effort to try to get in. I don't do that. That's disrespectful, of course. But as we continue on, we got some more mausoleums. There's one we'll be checking out for definite. Right there in the center of your screen. We're going over to that one very shortly. And we're going to go over to that one very shortly. You can see right over here, we got more of those two-person vaults above ground, or a two-person mausoleum, I guess. I don't know what you call these. Maybe you could put in the description in your comments. But these actually have pictures. Born September 3rd, 1900 in, I won't try to butcher that name up, in Italy. Died April 22nd, 1961. Giovannina Tropia, I'm gonna guess. That's Giovannina. And her husband Alfio, who died in 1961, October 17th. That is excellent. It's really neat to be able to see the pictures of them. Very, very nice. Absolutely beautiful. And now we're going to move over to these mausoleums over here. This is one of the more recent graves of Chavez, May 2nd, 2003, passing away. 2015 right here for Jesse Acala Ramirez, Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, August 1st, 1928. God bless you, sir. One veteran to another. Thank you for your service. God bless. That's absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love that. And on this one here, we have a little lamb. There's a picture on it, but it's so badly damaged, you can't really see it very well. And this cherub right here, just barely make out the picture of the little boy. His name was Michael Graham. September 15th, 1949, June 22nd, 1951. Godspeed, little guy. Godspeed. Now, just like the Moors Mausoleum, this one here is very similar in design. Doors are different, and these are different from the planters that were on the other one, but the same basic design. You can see the handle is still on the doors. The Malloy family. I love the work on it. But we're going to go to this one right now. This one is very intriguing, at least to me. It may seem kind of morbid to be intrigued by a mausoleum. Yes, there is a hole in the back of this one. I am not going to film inside of it out of respect. I mean, people have their reasons why they do it, you know, each their own. This is different. It's got like a plywood door on the front of it. Now, I don't know if that's protecting the inner doors that are on it, or if they're missing and this is how they went about fixing it. I say by the size of those bolts there, it's covering up the actual doors. And this is the Renaissance family. Very intriguing. Definitely looks like it's seen some storm damage over the years. Very intriguing, nevertheless. There's a safe way for me to go here. We'll go around. It actually looks like a little cottage. We'll go over this one over here closest to Broadway Street to go to the next one I want to film. Oh, we got a couple of them we got to film. We got lots of good stuff to film here today. This is the one we're going to go to next. This also has plywood in the window. I'm guessing this is from storm damage. But we're going to maintain respect. It's the right way to do things. It's the only way to do things. You can see the statue on top. It's suffered its weather damage. It looks like, yeah, there's plywood over a broken window. Again, I will not film inside out of respect. Look at that, looks like a snail. Thought that was cute. Yep. Apparently more storm damage up here. Bessner? I'm hoping I'm not butchering that. It looks like Bessner. There's a statue on top. They have some beautiful, beautiful mausoleums here. Smaller than one may think in some aspects, bigger in the aspect of others, but this is another oldie but a goodie. You see it's got a monument on the top of it. And no, I am not walking over anybody's graves. I was walking in between them. 1882. You see by the structural damage, this one has definitely seen some hard times. Yes, the doors are open from the damage. Even in the devastation and the damage of this, with the structural damage, it's still a beautiful piece. Heartbreaking to see, though. This is somebody's final resting place. Very upsetting. And here there's a considerable number of overturned and broken headstones here. Everything from 1700s, 1800s, 1900s. There, a tree was cut down. Apparently it was uprooting and destroying some of the stones. Here's another mausoleum right here. I'm gonna go between. It even has grass growing in the roof. That's right, it has grass growing in the roof. That's a tree. You have trees growing in the roof of this mausoleum. Unreal. Look at that. Get you a close up.